Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're looking at what might be the most damaging twosome in the game, because they can do it like turn one, right? So of course, this is going to be, you know, the new, well, newish, within the last month, I guess, 50% support TIEN alongside LR, Goku, and Frieza, who are still capable of hitting ridiculously high numbers. Even if they can't get their full passive, right? They get 77% attack at the start of turn, 77% when doing a super attack, and then 77% when an enemy has their attack lowered, right? Now, you are going to get some events where there's enemies that cannot have their attack lowered, but even when that happens, they are still able to do more damage than most units in the game, so it's not really the biggest deal. The other thing, too, is I would say 3.47 right there, pretty good, because that 18 doesn't even have Fierce Battle, right? The other thing about them is they are rather good defensively. It's just that they get their defense on super attack, right? So that's when their defense will sort of kick in. Well, I think the actual wording is it's when attacking, right? I think. Then they're at 3.14 right there without having absolute maximum key. Now, TIEN is able to be used on this team, the representatives of Universe 17, because LR, Goku, and Frieza give, I believe, 90% as a sub-leader skill. Now, prior to TIEN's awakening, I had already rainbowed him just because of how strong he was for LR, Goku, and Frieza, right? Now, when I rainbowed him, I gave him 15 dodge, which I think still could be quite good in this role that he's going to fulfill. But here's the thing. So he's at 60k defense. That's not too bad because he gets 20% defense per orb. Oh, well, this is with 17 on rotation, too. I do have to remember that. So there is that 94k defense, which, considering he's only getting the 90% from Goku and Frieza's leader skill, not the 177% that they give, I'd say that's quite impressive. Like, that's secretly one of the big things here, because basically what TIEN is now giving Goku and Frieza is an extra 10% attack from his support type passive. He's also giving them the extra 10% defense from his support type passive. And then he's also now creating tech key spheres, right? Now, depending upon the situation, you might actually just want to use the tech key spheres on TIEN himself, because Goku and Frieza, the thing about them is that they're set up to where, you know, you have to do their 18 key super attack for them to do, like, tremendous damage. But they have one of the best link sets in the game, and they work so well with units on teams like this that it's actually very realistic that they're going to be just consistently pumping out these insane numbers, right? So, like, here, we'll go ahead, we'll leave Kaioken Blue Goku in that first slot right there. Then we'll go ahead and do that with Goku and Frieza. They are rainbowed, right? I believe this Goku and Frieza is indeed rainbowed. And let's go ahead and see how much damage they're going to do right here. Now, obviously, the true setup I would want, right, is 17 in slot 1, because he would be lowering attack, which allows Goku and Frieza to get their full passive. And then on the other rotation, we would have TIEN and Goku and Frieza, right? Now, the thing about the Android 13 Dokkan event, I found that this might actually be the toughest Dokkan event right now, just from how strong Android 13, Fusion Android 13 is when he does his super attack, doing like 250k, massively lowering your defense, a high chance to stun or whatever it is. It's just a real pain in the ass. But you can lower his attack the entire way through this Dokkan event, which is one of the big things, right? Okay, so, yeah, okay, this is exactly what I was talking about right here. So, Goku and Frieza are starting out at 21 key on this rotation. So, I don't have to do this with TIEN, I can do this with TIEN right there, and they're still going to get 24 key, which is going to put TIEN at a 100k defensive stat, which is very, very good. So, boom, there we go. TIEN was able to get a shit ton of orbs, so he's going to be at max power. He's going to be lowering 13's attack, so that way we're going to get that extra little bit from him. It's just going to be crazy. Now, I would like to run maybe like Kaioken Blue Goku as the leader and try this, but remember, if you do that, TIEN is not going to get anything from the leader skills. Wow, he's taking 26k after, you know, having his defense killed by 13 super attack. It's just so crazy how much damage this Android 13 can do as a Dokkan Fest boss. 9.25. Dude, that's like LR Broly with his active skill. That's insane. I mean, obviously, LR Broly with his active skill is more impressive because he does have an additional coming afterwards as well, right? It is a ridiculously rare situation where Broly with his active skill, you can even see past his first attack, right? Like, he just almost always annihilates them with that first hit. But depending upon the situation, he could do an extra 3 attacks after that. Like, that is like the holy grail of like situations, though, because that would be, you know, you fighting 2 enemies, then Broly kills one of them with a super attack, and then he'd be able to get all the extra supers, right? So there we go. There was one run. Let's do another run because I do want to get 17 with a Rainbow Goku and Frieza so we can sort of compare, right? Like, we saw TIEN plus Goku and Frieza was 9.25. Now let's see what 17 plus Goku and Frieza is, and we'll do that. So let's go ahead and see what damage terms we get there. Alright guys, so now we are in another event, the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan event. This is yet another event where Gohan can have his attack lowered the entire way through it. It is AGL day, so I'm sort of going through which Dokkan events can have their attack lowered. Now, again, I do want to be super fair to Goku and Frieza. You know, we can get the 9 million attack stat when enemies can have their attack lowered, but they're still capable of hitting incredibly high numbers, even against a boss that has their attack lowered. So we probably will do that next. Go into an event and take a look at like a Dokkan boss that can pretty much have their attack not lowered the whole way through, and we'll see how that's going to work out. Now, the only issue is that 17 is probably going to finish Gohan off right here because he is int. But, I mean, that's okay. Next turn, we'll be able to see what we want to see. Okay, he did not. Okay, so Goku and Frieza, 5.64. So, I mean, as you guys can see, that is a huge drop, actually. I mean, that TIEN, man, does he do... he does so much for them. I was not expecting a 4 million damage drop. Okay, let's see again, right? So, okay, this rotation with Blue Vegeta there, I am going to go ahead and give all the tech orbs to Goku and Frieza. I mean, it doesn't... What's Tien's defense going to be? 59k. Okay, that's pretty bad. That is without 17 on rotation. So, you know, that him having the 15 dodge still could be quite useful, actually. Remember, he is going to be able to do decent enough damage, too. I mean, it's going to depend on how many orbs you get. It probably would be most beneficial to give Tien all those orbs, because it's going to, yeah, 9.25. There it is. So dude, that is such a difference right there. Like, Tien over 17, that's a 4 million difference in damage. Look at this. Dude. Like, this is got to be one of the faster teams if we're talking, like, Dokkan events, right? Like, just, like, you get these 2 rotations set up, and you have, like, Rainbow Goku and Frieza's, and you are just tearing ass through these events like nothing. And again, Gohan can have his attack lowered the entire way through this event, so, needless to say, he's not really going to do too well, as he's getting blown away by these 5 billion attack stats. The other good thing, too, about this team is that it is, like, 17 is a decent enough defensive unit. 5.64. I mean, he is giving defense to the whole rotation. He does have damage reduction after your HP falls below a certain number. I mean, but if 17 had more defense at the start of turn, he would be just so ridiculous, right? Yeah, and then here we go. We're just going to one turn every single one of these phases. Now, I want to take a look at the Representatives Universe 7 for a better option to get Goku and Frieza more power. Probably... Oh, I was thinking that UI Goku had experienced fighters, which he does not. It's, yeah, the one I was thinking of is, First Awaken is what UI Goku's got. Okay, so yeah, we're able to get a good amount of orbs for Tien, up to 76k defense. Honestly, that's still not the greatest, 76k defense, in this day and age, but it's at least much better than Tien was at beforehand, right? And, I mean, if you are going to take a lot of damage with Tien and push you below that HP threshold, then 17 is going to look a lot better defensively on the other end of the rotation. So there is that, right? That is good. Man, I just can't wait till there's a new UI Goku, though. Let me just say, I cannot wait until we get a new UI Goku, man. Because, yeah, like, the Representatives of Universe 7 right now doesn't have a ton of options. Because, like, you know, you don't really want to run Angel Golden Frieza. I mean, you can, because he lowers allies' attack. It's not... I would say people almost, like, overrate that. Like, it's like, oh, you absolutely can't run him because of that. That's not true. But, you know, it is a bit of a bummer that he's reducing your team's effectiveness because he's the only extreme class ally on the team. as of right now, it looks as though we're going to get a Part 2 LR very soon, and it looks as though it's going to be an Angel Golden Frieza as well, so definitely keep this in mind. Okay, so now let's go into one more event, and I really want to see what their attack stat is going to be with TIEN against an enemy that cannot have their attack lowered. Alright guys, so now we are in the LR Blue Gogeta Dokkan event right here. As we're moving forward through this event, Gogeta, once he goes blue, he no longer can have his attack lowered, right? As soon as he goes into blue Gogeta. So at that point, we will be able to see how much damage Goku and Frieza will do with TIEN, even if they're not able to get their full passive. I mean, I imagine it's still going to be a 5+ million attack stat, which is just ludicrously high, right? Like, especially looking at this, it's like, you know, I've already said I think LR, yeah, 8.22 right there, okay. I already think LR, Goku, and Frieza are better than, well, no, I've already said I think LR Tech, what's his name? Damn, my words, I'm stumbling all over my words. I've already said that I think LR Tech, damn it, I'm getting all messed up still. LR Tech Broly is better than LR Rose, but like I think Goku and Frieza are better than LR Rose as well. Because with LR Rose, you know, you can build the team to where he's easily going to be able to super attack, but from what I've seen, it's much easier to set that type of situation up for Broly and Goku and Frieza. Like, I feel as though the units that you're going to run around them anyway are a little bit better to get Broly and Frieza their super attacks than it is for Rose, right? Because remember, Rose has what? Dismal Future and Fear and Faith, whereas Broly has Prepared for Battle, which is so uber common. And then, you know, Goku and Frieza, they've got Tournament of Power, they got Over in a Flash, they got Shocking Speed, so like they just get links from like the entirety of the representatives of Universe 17, right? Like it's so crazy. Like it is like stunning to me, like how good they made Goku and Frieza on release, right? Like the fact that they really went ahead and gave them all 3 of those key links. Like I almost feel like if Goku and Frieza came out in this day and age, would they really have Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed, and Tournament of Power? Like I feel like they wouldn't have Shocking Speed, right? Am I crazy for thinking that or what? Okay, so this Gogeta cannot have his attack lowered. So let's go ahead and see what Goku and Frieza will do in this situation. Still, of course, with TIEN right there. And we'll see what damage number that they can put out. Let me see. They have Rival Duo TIEN has. They have Fierce Battle from Blue Kaioken Goku. The only link that they don't have is Experienced Fighters, but I don't even know what Representatives Universe 7 unit would have this. I don't know if any do. Oh, TIEN has that as well. Oh, okay, that was a mistake. Wow. Yeah, so TIEN has Rival Duo and Experienced Fighters. Okay. So they still did 7 million, even against an opponent that can't have their attack lowered. So, I mean, there you go. That's like that. I feel like the 7 million, that's like right around where Rose is going to max out at, too. Like I feel like it's right in that area. So, I mean, as you guys can see, this Goku and Frieza unit alongside Tech TIEN is just nuts. Like, that is super impressive. A 7 million attack stat, like, without their full passive. So they are still so crazy. And they do lower attack on super attack as well, which, you know, is pretty good, especially for, like, Super Battle Road and stuff like that. And their leader skill, they still have, like, the best statistical leader skill in the game, too, of 177% to HP attack and defense for that Representatives of Universe 7 category. I mean, as soon as we get, like, LR UI Goku and LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, standalone cards and stuff like this, it's just going to be so crazy, this team. So, let me know what you guys think of TIEN and Goku and Frieza. Again, I think both Goku and Frieza and LR Tech Broly they seem to be quite a bit better than LR Rose. I still think LR Rose is super good, right? He's not bad, but Goku and Frieza and Tech Broly, they are monsters for sure, like, in the damage department. Like, Rose is a very similar unit to them, but, I mean, him not having... If he had Prepared for Battle, I feel like he'd be a lot closer to the two of them, Broly and Goku and Frieza, but Rose doesn't, so there you go. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.